made $250 in one night. Easy way to make money. Literally made $50 on one delivery. Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm gonna be teaching you my 6 steps to BITESQUAD success. The first thing I wanted to say, signing up for BITESQUAD is so easy. It took me less than 10 minutes. You just go online to their website, click the little wanna be a driver button and fill in all your information. It takes not long at all. All you have to have is valid driver's license and proof of insurance, and you're good to go. Today we're gonna be talking about getting that bag. A lot of these are based off of personal experience or people that I know who have worked for BITESQUAD. I've personally been working for BITESQUAD for a couple months now. I've really been enjoying it and making a lot of money actually. So these 6 steps are the best way to manage your time, make the most out of your deliveries, and make the most money out of your deliveries, which, let's be honest, that's what everybody wants. BITESQUAD can be a really good part-time position for people, but it can also transition into a full-time job if you take it that seriously. There are a lot of tricks and tips out there to help you make some more money, and today I'm gonna be sharing with you guys the best 6 that I have learned. Step 1 is to really know and utilize your apps. Now, I know this sounds kind of dumb. You're like, Robin, if I'm working for BITESQUAD, I'm obviously going to utilize the apps they give me. Okay, but are you utilizing them to your full potential? I don't think you are. There are 3 main apps that BITESQUAD uses right now. It is Humanity, Squadron, and Daily Pay, and you need to be familiar with all 3 of them in order to have success driving for BITESQUAD. The first one is Humanity. That is what you do to schedule your work. This is probably the second most important app, but I'm talking about it first because you really need to understand this app. You do not have to schedule work in order to get work, but it is recommended, and that will come in the next step, so stay tuned to see what I tell you about scheduling here in a second. Number 1 is to get familiar using Humanity. Before you even start driving for BITESQUAD, you should be going through and figuring out all the different settings and things that go on in that app so you know what is going on 100% of the time. 2 is Squadron. Now, this is probably the most important app you will get for BITESQUAD, and this is the app you actually use to clock in, clock out, and take all your deliveries. This app is very, 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 very important. I would show you guys what it looks like on my phone, but it's actually a breach of contract. When you sign up for BITESQUAD, you have to sign a whole bunch of paperwork, and one of the things there is that you're not gonna go out and disclose all this information. So I'm telling you the best I can. If it doesn't all make sense, just download the app, see it for yourself. It is super easy. And the third and final app is Daily Pay. This is how you're gonna get paid. Now, they do pay bi-weekly. They end a pay period on a Saturday, and then you have to wait until the following Friday. So it's bi-weekly, but it's really every almost 3 weeks. Daily Pay is how you get paid almost instantly. Update every, I think it's 12 to 24 hours. I could be wrong, but I think it's 12 to 24. It updates with your, like I said, your Squadron app, where it shows you how much money you're making. When you go and log into your Daily Pay, you can actually withdraw money before your paycheck's supposed to be sent out. The second huge tip I have for you is to sign up for spots on Humanity. I know this sounds so dumb, and so many people are gonna be like, what? No, sign up for spot. Every time you are signed up for a shift and you go out and work that shift, you make more money than if you were just to log on and decide to want to do that shift. So the piece of advice I can give to you is, if you're thinking, hey, tomorrow from 11 to 3, I don't have anything going on, I could work a lunch shift, I'll just wait and see. Sign up anyway, because if you do end up doing it, you'll make an extra $1 per delivery or whatever your area adds to your wage per delivery. And if you're signed up, you will always make more money than the people who are not signed up. Let me tell you that again. Listen, if you are signed up for a spot, you will always make more money than if you are not signed up for a spot. So what I encourage you to do as a driver is to sign up for as many spots as you can. That way you're making more money when you do decide to drive. Easy way to make money that people miss all the time. Free money that you would have made anyway for taking the same exact delivery. Third tip, figure out a schedule. I'm saying take a week, take 2 weeks, really figure out when BITESQUAD thrives in your area. In my area, weirdly enough, I wouldn't think so, but for some weird reason, Sunday nights are huge. You can make so much money on a Sunday night. Everybody wants to eat in, I guess. So I always try to sign up for a Sunday night. Sunday nights, Saturdays, Fridays, and Thursdays are the biggest days in my area. So I know if I really want to make some money that week and I don't want to drive all week, I know that I will set some time aside during the weekend to drive, because I know that's when I'm going to be making the most money. You've already planned, you know, A, that's when BITESQUAD's going to be the busiest. B, that's when they're gonna give out the most incentives. C, that's when you're gonna drive. But then D, you're also making, again, that extra dollar on top because you've been thinking ahead of time, you've planned, you've scheduled, which means you can go into the Humanity app, schedule for that time, and you know you're gonna be making $1 more per delivery. It is really important that you set boundaries for yourself when you start doing this. Something that you really need to think about is how far you're willing to drive and how much you wanna be paid per delivery. Now, in some cases, you can get deliveries where you make tons of money. One night, I literally made $50 on one delivery. $50, okay? But then sometimes some come up where you make like $3. You have to decide what is worth your time, gas, money, and energy, okay? Because think about it. If you take a delivery that's only $3, but it takes you 45 minutes to do that delivery, you are losing money. Now, I know when Squadron offers you a delivery, it doesn't tell you an exact time and an exact price, it gives you an estimate. But I always look at it as if from the time I'm supposed to pick up the food at the restaurant to get to their house, it's allotted longer than 30 minutes on the app, it's gonna take me longer than I wanna deal with. And that's just a personal preference. That's something that I've chosen. Again, that is not how you have to do it, but really think about your boundaries. Another thing I have set is that if a delivery is under $6, I don't take it. For me, in my area, how much time, energy, gas, and money that's gonna use, it's not worth me delivering something that's under $6. Another piece of advice that I have is to always stay at the door. Now, I know this is kind of a weird thing, and especially with Corona, there are a lot of no contact. So if it says specifically in the notes, no contact delivery, please drop off, ring doorbell, and leave on porch, whatever, do that. But if it doesn't say that, drop the bag. Even if you step 6 feet back because of Corona right now and you stay 6 feet away from the door, always do that. Here's why. You will miss out on money. I know that sounds so dumb, but a lot of times some people will tip in the app, but then they don't think that you're being tipped as a driver and they will tip you at the door too. One time I got tipped $10 on a delivery, and when I left it at the front door, it wasn't a contactless delivery, so I dropped it, rang the doorbell, and stood back to make sure the people got their food, because that's another thing. You always want to make sure they get their food. And I was waiting, and this lady came out, she handed me $15 more. Okay, I literally made $15 cash on the spot right then, on top of the $10 I was already earning in tip, plus the $1 that I had made from signing up. Like, I made a lot more on that delivery than I would have if I'd have dropped it up the door and left. Another way to do this is within restaurants. If you are going to a lot of the same restaurants, very often, they're going to get to know you. Be friendly, be nice. That's how you end up getting free drinks when you're waiting a long time. That's how you end up getting free slices of pie. Some places that are local to us, they give out fresh orange rolls if you come in and deliver for them. You just have to be very personable and be very involved. That way, again, like I said, even if you're sitting there and you're like, man, I'm wasting some time sitting here waiting on this food. If you're having to wait longer than usual, Jose from the back may come around and offer you a drink for free just because you've been hospitable and nice to them. So again, it's about finding those small little opportunities that other people don't realize. That's how you save yourself from stopping at Sonic and getting a drink at happy hour. It's free. It's even cheaper than happy hour. So you want to take all those opportunities you can to build those relationships so that you can get more for your delivery. Step 4 has to do with presentation. I cannot explain to you how important it is to be presentable. That means when you're walking into the restaurant and when you're talking to the customer. You want to be presentable at all times. You need to carry your hot cold bag with you at all times. A lot of places will refuse to give you the food if you don't have your bag, which is what they should do, because you need to be keeping it hot or cold for the customer the whole time. Been a lot of drivers that are new and who have just started who don't have a uniform. That is fine. Do not look trashy while you are delivering. You are delivering food. You are handling food. Think about that. You are handling food for somebody. Don't be icky, sticky, wacky, ew. No one wants that. Like, they want to give you money. Just take care of yourself and your hygiene. Step 5 is to be very specific and personable with your customer. If you are at a restaurant and something has gone wrong and that restaurant wants you to get in contact with the customer, find a way to get in contact with that customer. Whether that be through your manager, your driver head, or if you just end up accepting the delivery and then calling them off of the app where it allows you to get in contact with your customer. That's how you make that extra personable experience. There was a time when I had to wait over 45 minutes for a delivery and it was not my fault. I kept in contact with the customer, showed up to her house, she tipped me extra because she knew that I had been keeping in contact with her and trying my best to keep her updated, and that it was out of my hands and it wasn't my fault. And she knew that because I was keeping in contact with her. Number 6 is to keep clean. Okay, I know this goes back to kind of what we talked about before and like the hygiene stuff. This is about your car too, okay? It does not need to be messy. It doesn't need to be filled with old food, gym clothes, shoes, anything like that. You do not want your car to smell at all. It needs to just smell nice and be clean. Think about if a delivery driver was to show up to your house and you were to open your door and you saw their car and their back seat is full of junk and they've got trash piled up in the front seat and you can see their gym socks in the back. Like, that's nasty. No one wants to see that. Keep your car clean. We in society always say don't judge a book by its cover, but people do. That's what they do. Especially with something like this, you're having a 2-minute interaction. What they see, how you look, is going to make more of an impression in their brain than what you say, because you are going to say less to them than how long they look at you. They're going to look at you longer than they speak to you. They're going to see your car probably longer than they speak to you. Easy to make money if you are seeking those opportunities. If you are taking the extra mile of being really good to the customer and making sure that they get their food before you leave their front porch. All those kind of things show that you are really, really, really trying, and those people will see that and reciprocate that kind of energy back to you. It's easy to make money using Bite Squad. I made $250 in one night when I ran for Bite Squad. Granted, it was Father's Day, so a lot of people were eating in and tipping bigger and ordering from more high-end restaurants that night, but I made $250 in one night and I did less than 2.5 hours worth of work. Okay, y'all, so these 6 steps will guarantee you success while you're driving for Bite Squad. So make sure to keep all these things in mind the next time you're driving, and if you're thinking about signing up, do it. You've literally got nothing to lose. It's free to sign up for. Literally almost everybody gets in, and it's easy money. Like I said, easy money. So I hope you guys start getting that bag. Let me know below what your favorite tip was, what you found most helpful. If you have tips and tricks for anybody, leave them below. Everybody, let's just help each other out. You know, everybody wants to get that bag. Smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you can stay updated every time I upload. And I can't wait to see you guys next time.
Subscribe down below.